American foreign policy is tricky because your president and his government could just be minding y'all country's business, trying to get y'all paper up, socializing y'all resources, trying to make sure people ain't on the streets poor, everybody enjoying their lives. Then they look up and see democracy bombs falling from the fucking sky. There are 195 countries on this planet because, yes, Palestine is a country. America has bombed between 30 and 40 of said countries, which is between 13 and 15%. If I invited you to my party and figured out you had beef with between 13 and 15% of the party, I politely ask you to get the fuck out, because why are you such a troublemaker? How everybody in here don't like you? Because when you figure out that the occupation of Palestine started in 1948, and since 1948, the U.S. government has sent over $174 billion in bilateral assistance to Israel, you start to ask yourself, when did we vote for that shit? If $174 billion over 77 years is $6.2 million a day, when the fuck did we vote for that? I want to be down at the back. I will put 2 votes in to get some of that money on. I'm not old enough to have been paying taxes for the last 20 years, but if I was old enough, I would have much rather my money go to like free health care for people and free college rather than a war on terror that killed 4.5 million people in the Middle East. Because if 6th graders are going to have to pay for their lunch tomorrow, why would Israel be getting $6 million? Where are the mathematicians? This math ain't math. I done moved the sixes. It's not making no math, which is only concerning because if Black Americans account for over $1.5 trillion in tax revenue annually, which would have covered that $174 billion 10 times over, you have to ask yourself, where in the fuck is our $174 billion investment? You around here telling me to pull myself up by my bootstrap. You are still in my boots. You done gave my boots to the Israel. Not only has America not invested $174 billion over the last 77 years back into the Black community, they don't even have a ledger for it. There's no record book showing where they've taken our tax dollars and invested it back into our communities, which I find interesting because I know no Black Americans told y'all to buy bombs with it. I know no nigga walked in there and was like, hey, my dogs need something in the hood and whatnot, but let's bomb these countries first. Politicians and lawmakers work every day to pass anti-Semitism laws in this country while knowing that the N-word is legal to be said, even though only one of these groups is actually from this country. That don't seem suspicious? That don't seem suspicious to you? Black American self-determination isn't just about not working for the man. It's also about not working with the man. They can only pin one warmonger on a jacket and they won't be able to do it again. If you're not going to be able to sleep with the things that they ask you to do, take yourself an opportunity while you're awake to not do that shit.